Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I've been your host, Siren Frost. And first of all, you guys, I want to say a huge apology for not doing deck profile weeklies for 2 weeks now. I just had a lot of issues, personal issues I've been dealing with for quite a while. And just, I had to take care of those. And car issues, bill issues, just a lot of shit came up and I wasn't really feeling it. And I didn't feel like making a video for those 2 weeks. I feel like I also need a vacation from it. Just because it's not fair for me to give you guys a video and I just feel like it's complete shit because I'm not 100% in it. So I decided just to postpone the deck profile weeklies until I'm ready. And I feel like tonight I am ready to bring out another budget-friendly deck profile for you guys for 2 of them. This week we're going to be doing Greedon and we're also going to be doing Bruce. I know that, I forgot, one of my subscribers also sent me a picture of his version of the budget-friendly Bruce deck profile, or his, not profile, but his deck himself, and so I feel like, maybe it's my turn to show my side a little bit, so. In this video, we're going to be doing Greedon first, because I figured it's just probably easier to start from this and then from Bruce, but, I'm also in the process of trying to save up money for getting the rest of the collection so I can introduce you guys to the new team with the ride lines. Unfortunately, it's just there's a lot of setbacks. A lot of products have been getting lately. So that's just another big issue. And then dealing with life, it's just shit. So I figure what makes me a little more happier is that I've been doing these videos for you guys and, doing these decks. They seem a lot more fun for me the more I can create them and how to make them different and what's budget and what's non-budget. That's why I call it the B series, because the B series is for budget series only, and then after this series is probably done, which I'm not gonna be doing, I'm not gonna be doing the rest of the Lyrical Monster's ride lines because I don't unfortunately have all the parts for that anymore. Plus, I'm not gonna be doing the Fan Blaster Overlord or Dragon Overlord ride lines because I don't have those cards anymore, because a lot of my friends already bought some of those cards and I don't have all the pieces anymore. So I'm sorry if you guys are kind of bummed out by that, but I'm hoping this will make up for it for what little ride lines I have left. But anyways, let's start with the ride line for Greedon. We have Desired Devil Taida. Now, I don't have the common version of this card anymore, because it probably got sold. Nope, I said nope. Shut up. Sorry, I've been bombarded with a lot of messages on my social media lately, and it's like, this is draining. I can see why celebrities have a little bit of issue with this. But anyways, I figured Taida would be a good choice. You guys can get the common version if you really want to, but this is all I can find right now at the moment. I can't find another copy of this little guy, so that's sad. But oh well, I don't think a haul is going to change any different. It could be different prices, but other than that, this is just how the build is going to be. For grade 1, I have Desired Devil Gouman. So I chose Gouman because this is just a ride line that that one little kid used in the anime. So that's why I'm just using it. Also, we have Desired Devil Boshokku. And the main grade 3 for the deck is Greedon. So, this is just a ride line I prefer to use. You guys can do however you want it. That's the idea of customizing your own deck, because you want to have different ride lines, what cards can work, and that's perfectly fine. But that's just for me, it's just how I do my decks. Like, I want to have it all in a certain ride line where I can be very happy about it. Okay. Now, for the trigger lineup, I'm pretty sure this is not a surprise. But I'm doing 7 crits, 1 over triggered, 4 draws, and 4 heals for this deck. Now, I think the fronts may be a good option too, but I also realize as well, this deck in particular does not require many of the rear guard attacks. If anything, it's all for Greedon. So this is just the best option you have at the moment. You guys are more than welcome to try fronts if you really want to, but this is just how I feel with the deck, and see what kind of happens from here. So, okay, let's start to it. We're also playing 4 copies of Steam Scara Mal-Nigal. So, 4 of her. 4 copies of Rouse Wildmaster Riley. Basically why she's in here as well for any Dark Zone, or not Dark Zone, Dark State. Oh my god, I haven't done a Dark Zone deck in a while for clans. Holy fuck. I just realized that, guys. Holy shit. It's funny, too, because I've been getting a lot of the collection of the reverse Lukiers, and well, I haven't got Lukier yet because, come to find out, the manager of the store is holding it out for me until I get everything paid off. Then he might reward me with Lukier. It's like, really? You're gonna hold me this much? Whatever. It's good enough for me. But, anyways, sorry. I got a little rambling about that. But for Riley, you know, she's just a 10k shield just in case. As long as you and your opponent are grade 3 Vanguards. So, I don't think it's much of a problem right there. And plus, the draw isn't really much of a problem in this deck. So, give or take on that one. Next, for 7 crits, we're playing Flinty Slasher. And 3 copies of the Diabolos Girls MaiMai. Just because I think the Steam Dragon's a little more pricey. And we're trying to make this into more of a budget-friendly kind of series. So, I do apologize if some were just a little too expensive for you guys. Or it may seem like a bad move or bad play. Whatever case might be. And of course, we have Olbaria, which of course that's going to be the staple for all over triggers for all the decks that I'm going to be doing in this series, because it's like the perfect one. And plus, come to find out, the over triggers are getting reprinted into different old arts, as well as complete guards. So I'm like, well, what the fuck, man? Seriously. You mean you have every single deck pretty much built up, and now they're getting up for a more cosmic level. Oh well, I guess if you like it, don't knock it till you try it, right? Alright. And we don't need to deal with this shit. Screw that. Sorry guys, my computer is a tad bit slow, and I hate it very much so. Specifying blah blah blah. Okay, there we go. We're good. Alright, we're already in 7 minutes, and yeah, I'm already rambling. Fuck. Okay. So grade 1, you guys, we're gonna do a lot of grade 1s. Let me see how much we have here. So we have 16 grade 1s in this deck. So give or take. So for our grade 1s, we are playing Desire Devil Yaaba at 4, just because of his ability. So it's a soul requirement. If your Vanguard is Avaricious Dragon Greedon, put this card into your drop. Choose one of your Vanguards and gets 5,000 power at the end of the turn. So, what you can do, for the most part, as long as you have these cards in the soul, you can activate a special ability. And as long as your opponent, no, not opponent. Why do I keep saying my opponent? I don't know. That I'm just fucking weird, I guess. I'm tired. I'm probably a little drunk, but that's just me. Drunk deck profiles. Who would have thought? Yaaba is just a card for just an increasing power, as long as you get him in the soul, and as long as your Vanguard is Greedon. That's what I'm trying to say. We got 4 copies of Steam Battler Gungnram. You know, he's a classic, and I didn't think of any other grade 1s in this deck. I mean, I try to find some better ones, but most of the ones I have are all hollow, and they're all in my binders. So, I don't think it's quite fair to bring those out. So, I figure Gungnram will not hurt, because he does provide a soul charging the minute he gets on the rear guard. And so far. And if you Soul Blast... Can you Soul Blast 3? Yep, Soul Blast 3 cards, you draw a card. Which, we don't always use that effect more often, so I guess it is what it is. But he's good for soul charging. For complete guards, of course, we're playing Psychic Prima Miranda. So, 4 of her. And then 4 copies of Brother's Soul. Which, of course, this deck is very essential for a reason. Because it is all about soul charging, soul power. Pretty much like what Pale Moon and Dark Irregulars pretty much is. So, that's why. And its only cost is, well, it doesn't really have a cost, I don't think. You just soul charge 2 cards. So, that's pretty much all it. So, that's like the only order card I believe I have. I gotta double check. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, that is that's the grade 1 lineup. For grade 2, we're not using many grade 2s in this deck. We're only using 8. So, 4 copies of Desire Devil Muka. Just for these cards. Mainly for its ability when it's like when this unit is placed on rear guard from hand, if your Vanguard is Greedon, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 2, choose a card from your soul and call the rear guard. Which, you know, if you wanted to attack, you can. But the downside is you can't activate Greedon's full skill if you have resting rear guard. So that's the sad part. But when your Vanguard attacks, if you Persona Ride Road this turn, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets 5k power in the end of turn. So if you have these 4 guys out here, and if you Persona Ride that turn, you're bound to get 20,000 power to your Vanguard, which Greedon is a greedy little fucker, so that's kind of why. So 4 of him and 4 copies of Desire Devil Acrest. How do I even want to fuck this puppy right here? But the reason why I chose this one as well is because of its ability. When this unit is put from rear guard into your soul by your Vanguard's ability, Counterblast 1, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets 10,000 power in a turn. So again, if you have these 4 puppies out front, and if your Vanguard's the only one who's attacking, you can put all these into the soul, stand your Vanguard, and he automatically gets 40k power for that turn only. So unless your opponent has a complete guard, or a shed ton of front triggers that does 20k shields by himself, you're not going to get past this kind of attack. And I'm not hyping that, I'm just stating the obvious in mathematical wise, which I'm still an ace, I'm still a whiz kid in pretty much in math, so that's like the only thing I did good in school. Next, for grade 3s, we're playing 6 grade 3s in the deck. So we're got 3 Greedons, just for the Persona Ride ability and the extra effect. When if you Persona Ride this turn, then your opponent has to get to you to 7 damage in order to win the game instead of 6. So you may think you won, but then you also remember you have Greedon. So thank you, Greedon, for giving us the extra damage point, but it doesn't do any good. So fuck you. Shit, I'm doing a lot of swearing crap. Last but not least, I'm doing 3 copies of Desire Devil Wellzier. I didn't think I'd use this bear at first. I was going to use the other one, the Manticore, but I figured these ones might be the good ones according to his ability. Let me just read the ability carefully. So it's all soul effects, and when your Avaricious Dragon, Demonic Dragon, Greedon is placed on your Vanguard, either by Persona Ride or by normal, whatever case may be, Counterblast 1 and call this to rear guard. So you can have an attack if you really wanted to, but maybe he's only good for a last backup play, if you ask me, maybe in between. But that's just me. You know, that's what I'm kind of noticing. That's why we play test the deck as much as possible, just to get a good feel to it. And that's it, you guys. That is the deck profile budget version of Greedon. I hope you guys did enjoy this video very much so. I hope you guys find this very helpful. You know, get an idea about what cards that may be good for the deck, what not. You know, just don't knock it till you try it. You know, I encourage that very much so. Show a little more uniqueness to your style than any other meta player would probably tell you. Like, what you're doing is very wrong. Well, give that person a middle finger if you really want to, or drink your lemonade, have some tea, and it's like, what's your tea? Pretty much. You know, just get a little smart ass sometimes. Because some people these days, they're not that nice. I'm sorry, but humans are just kind of dumb. For me, personally. And that's why I've been slowly losing my faith in humanity. But anyways, I do hope this finds you very amusing. A little bit more humor than I thought it was. Maybe I'm just a little too tired, maybe a little drunk. I'm just very outspoken, pretty much. And other than that, you guys, there'll be a full list in the box down below, you know, in the description box, and always the prices for the low prices and the market price. So the low prices are going to be on the left, while the market price is going to be on the right. So if you guys had any little bit confusion of what happens, there you go. So yeah, you guys, thank you for tuning in, and thank you guys for being so patient for me doing these videos again. I actually really did have a good time tonight. Finding all this, the only shitty part is I gotta find all the prices for this. I'm like, fuck, that's gonna be a pain. But yeah, other than you guys, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and stay tuned for part 2 of the deck profile weekly video. And always remember, make good choices, have a good night, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.